A singleton brass lantern, again, I think is pretty likely to be Ego. And maybe a better Ego than Illumination, although that is a pretty handy one, because it saves a slot. We don't really want to deal with the Greater Hellbeast. Let's try to make a beeline for the worm before it breeds. Similarly, the giant white mouse. And this other worm. Oh, they are starting to breed. But I think we got ahead of them. We did. Good. Good, good, good. We don't really want to melee that jelly, and I don't really want to spend charges on it either right now. Of Magic Missile. Simply because my goal is to dive this pretty quickly, and we might need it when we get into an actual fight later on. Now I could be even more power gamey and use it and then rest up to full charges, but I'd rather keep a slightly lower turn count. It's just a little more elegant. Space monsters, right? Oh, maybe not. Okay, I thought there were space monsters. Let's try to detect devices too. Should have done that on the earlier floors, even though there's usually only garbage there. Oh, that is a hole. Oh, not much of one. Okay. If we blow up that yellow light, it'll actually be pretty hard on those orcs, but we're not very likely to get a beam. There's a stair here, so I'm actually going to be a little more aggressive than I usually would in pushing this kind of room, because it's right on a stair, so we need to push our safe ledge past it. Safe ledge. That's not really a word, but you know what I mean, I think. We need to... It's worth taking a small risk to push for it, because we don't have to take other risks. It was an excellent brass lantern, by the way. So let's take a look. Infravision +1, we don't really need that. Wow, whirlwind attack. That's actually really good. Jeez. Man, it's not amazing, but it's nice. It's certainly useful. We should remember it. Oh. Inscribe my scrolls of trap detection. Drop the scrolls of detect invisible. The shield that we're wearing is merely average, so 15 damage with the shield on, 20 without. It's probably worth the loss of 3 AC to get 5 damage. Okay, detected doors and stairs. Let's detect traps. We did preserve, right? No, we didn't. At least not on the traps. Neither preserved. It's okay. Drop the average robe. Drop the average pebbles. Activate light, just in case. Should have done that a few turns earlier even. Let's just leave the floor. Kill them patch and activate light again. Magic missile at the worm. Because red worms do fire damage. I didn't want to get in melee and risk him blowing up some of my potions. Or my scrolls, rather. Since for a Scrollmaster, blowing up one of your scrolls is almost like blowing up multiple of your scrolls, because you get those chances to preserve. Drop the average boots, we don't need that. Warhammers actually sell pretty well, so even though we know it's just average, I think I'm going to still keep it. Close the doors so that we can see if something's coming after us, if something spawns in the fog or what have you. I did actually fat finger one turn there. We could have also used Whirlwind Attack there, although It certainly wasn't a very dangerous spot. Try to detect devices. Nothing. Identify the wand. Beam of light. That's handy, actually. It's good against orcs. It's good for illuminating hallways. So, tried to save an inventory slot by wheeling a cursed item. It could be a bad curse. I guess I should read Identify on it, just to see what the curse is. It looks... I think the curse is just negative AC and the sticky curse, if I'm understanding that correctly. And of course the fact that we don't get to get the extra damage from using two hands on our weapon, because we can't remove the shield. The filthy rag is very unlikely to be decent, but let's not reset the recall depth and just recall up to town. Did we preserve? No, that's fine. It's not lovely, but it's okay. Let's identify the enchanted cutlass. And we did preserve the scroll there. Oh, we have a farmer maggot. Let's kill him. Poor farmer maggot. I always feel a little bad killing him, but he gets a chance to drop a nice item. Relatively nice for the early game at times. It's usually not amazing, but sometimes it is. It's not great, but free action is great. We do need a source of free action. So free action, warning, telepathy for good creatures. Not bad. Or could be worse. Let's sell this cutlass. Sell the warhammer and the shovels. There's an argument for keeping one shovel around just for digging. I guess I will. Sell the amulet of improvision. Prefer to keep illumination. I think I'll just fully ID illumination right now, so I don't have to worry about just for neatness sake, so I don't have to have it identified by my note. Got a bunch of potions of resist cold to sell. It does have a staff of identify if we want it. But the scrolls are actually kind of better for the Scrollmaster anyways. We will want the super identify scrolls at some point, but we definitely, our economy can't afford that right now. Detect monsters, though, that we can afford, and we want. Well, we can get recall, but let's see. Right, let's identify what Cure Serious Wounds looks like. This is looking okay. We can drop Cure Light Wounds soon, potentially, if we want. Take a look at the black market, just in case. Nothing really here for us, no. Still not daytime. Let's recall down to Stronghold. Novice Minecrafter. And... okay. So, we were confused a few turns there from the Minecrafter. That's pretty much their only real power of note. Let's see what other monsters are around. Oh, quite a few actually. And ones that drop items. So we're going to want to kill probably both the Niebling pack to the east and the Snotling pack to the west. Let's read detect traps. Okay, the Snotlings are close enough to start to aggro, so we should go that way first. And we don't want to get too far from our stair. Probably will not want this average saber or average heavy armor. We can identify the scroll. Ooh, nice. Now we want magic mapping. Nice. And we preserved it. I love preserving scrolls. Let's leave that door closed. Okay, managed to rest up to full health. Hopefully we can take these guys on without too much of a problem. Let's activate Whirlwind Attack there. Nice. I actually did get us a little breathing room. Blow up the radiation eye before we get our strength drained. I can't remember. He may only be able to drain us in melee. I'm not actually certain that we have to worry. Wield the sling to get it out of our inventory slots because it's average. Ration of food, brass lanterns, don't care about that. I do want to know what these gloves are. They're probably just regular, yeah. Regular enchantment. Okay. So nothing else here that we really care about. Rest up, go down. Read trap detection. Did not preserve it. Oh well. I mean, we don't really need to preserve them though. It's still worth it. Traps in PosChengband are highly variable in terms of how deadly they are. Detect the doors and stairs to get out of the room. Because we don't have a very good chance of finding secret doors. Nami, okay. She's a thief and monster healer. And she's just kind of annoying. We want to aggro not many hill orcs at a time. Do we need more space? Not really right now. Let's rest up, go down, pull another orc. No, obviously, individually, these guys are not very dangerous. The problem is when you get surrounded, as a lot of you probably know if you're watching this, but still worth noting. Wand of Heal monster. We can, guess we can wield the sling instead of our average sling. Hope it's not cursed, but even if it is, we have the remove curse at home. A couple extras. Yeah, it is average again. Okay, let's read trap detection before we step off of our tile. Nami is awake. Okay, that's worth noting. She tried to steal from us and failed. Oh, those are wanted skeletons. We should probably try to pick those up. We got a creeping copper coins over here on the way too. And let's just drop the shovel. It's not like we're about to use the shovel for much. It's more useful to have space for this stuff. Creeper copper coins is still creeping over towards us, but I'm not really in a rush to deal with him. I guess we'll drop this wand to confuse monster. It's not that handy. It's sometimes okay, but it's just not that good. It's like almost useless against uniques. So let's detect monsters. Where is Nami? Southeast. Yep, there she is. Goomba. Goombas use the same character as a mushroom, which is cute. So that's probably Nami coming down. Why the door open? What? The door opened and then no one came through. It was a little weird. Alright. Let's fight her. Cackles evilly. That means there are traps next to us now. Let's see where she went to. Northeast. Okay. We don't have any more detect monsters. She stole a bunch, and we took... Oh, we disarmed the trap successfully, I see. Ring of protection says there's a trap here. Nami, where did you go? Northwest. Okay. 2 more charges of magic missile. Alright, we've lost a couple hundred coins already. Typical. Typical Nami the mate type of fight. But I think we can get her. Where did she go, though? That's the question. Warning is actually pretty handy for this. Stole some coins. Which way did she go? She looks completely healed. We can kill her, I think. One of our flasks of oil, that's fine. Ugh, whatever. Let's just leave. We don't actually quite have enough damage or ranged stuff yet. We don't have enough charges of magic missile. Yes, I could use recharging to get a few more, but it's just not enough damage. We don't have trap detection anymore either. Although we do have warning, so we don't really rely that heavily on trap detection. Shouldn't have let him get behind me, but that's okay. The rat thing is a little dangerous. So let's cause some cure light wounds down here. And then clear this area and rest. Warning is particularly nice when we don't have any more trap detection. Get some experience from these war bears. Yay, thanks. Let's see what monsters are here. Gremlins. They can paralyze, but we have free action. They paralyze and breed explosively, I think. Oh, I guess we should go to town and sell our garbage, though. Yeah. We can try to get some more garbage here, though. It's a bunch of humans spawned. They have decent drop chances. Could drop those at least to carry this item for a tiny bit. Yeah, so we pseudo ID something as average, so we can drop those things. Time to keep going back towards home. So because we have telepathy for good creatures, we can see those priests. That actually is probably worth fighting. Broken Death Sword. Let's take that out of the way. Whoop, whoop. That needs to slow down. It's a little bit of a fat fingering going on in that step. We don't need a blank amulet, no. These priests are all hiding in the corner and trying to curse us. They succeeded, or one of them did. We may or may not pick those back up. The potion, the flasks of oil, depending on what we find here. Well, where did it go? Did it get auto-destroyed? Yeah, it did. Okay. I highly doubt this Broken Death Sword is anything worthwhile, but we can at least take it. Oops. Yeah, it's not any good, but at least we got a item feeling for it pretty quickly. Which stair did we take to get here? Maybe this one down here? No. I'm not actually sure which one we used. Oh, we recalled in. Okay, yeah. Let's not reset the floor. Oops. A little bit of running too far. Let's identify these enchanted items. Or let's identify our whole inventory. What's the curse that we've got? Slowed regeneration. And some largely garbo items here. I think we can sell, yep, the hill orc skeletons, lovely. We've gotten pretty lucky. Kobold and hill orc being our first two monsters, even though we never got to cash in our kobold. Or 3 kobolds, whatever it was. Still nothing here that we really want, although, nope. Glows of the Eek sometimes have immunity to acid on them, 1 in 10. I was hoping for that, but did not get it. Trap detection? No. We'll take the door stair location though. Some word of recall, although I'm sure we'll overload on that pretty quickly. Scrollmasters definitely don't need tons of recall. You do want enough though that you can survive some fire damage, especially from archviles. Those guys are really good at getting you stranded in the dungeon by blowing up your recall. And sometimes your spellbooks too. Yeah. Okay, this mostly looks good. Yeah, I think it's time to do an around the world once we finish selling stuff, which we might actually be done with. Don't really need Cure Light Wounds and Cure Serious Wounds and Cure Critical Wounds and Curing. Wow, really? We stumbled onto something interesting outside of town? Ha! Okay. I don't think we can actually get to it, because if we walk around, it will go off screen and disappear. Yeah, it already disappeared. Alright, yeah, I wanted to go to my house and drop off some of the potions. the one cure serious. And let's drop off. Well, we'll keep the cure lights. Oh right, we want remove curse. Let's see if there are any in the shop, but I know we have one in the house too. I just want to make sure we continue to have one in the house. And preserved, always nice. Okay. So we could open Icky. We don't really need to. I don't really want to right now. I want to open Orc right here. And then we're going to open Angband and some towns. Angband's up there. Okay, we did get ambushed. Doesn't look like a bad ambush except for the tiger. So let's take that guy on first if we can. Actually, we're going to have to teleport away. There we go. We got away after the second teleport. Ambushes are much more likely in the dark and off the road. There's the entrance. Bloodfang the wolf. He's one of those almost always appears only in wilderness. Maybe even literally only in wilderness, but I think I've seen him in the dungeon before. Why empty bottles? I think it thinks that they're useful for a device master, maybe? I'm not sure. No, I don't know. Hmm. Why is that not a worthless item? Oh, I guess it's not truly worthless, it's just garbage. Oh, well, it doesn't actually count as a potion? Okay. There we go. Now we want to go to more event. I just the sun has come up, so ambushes won't be so bad now. Okay, we're in more event, good. Probably we'll just sell this filthy rag here, yeah. Any other garbage we want to dispose of before we continue? Wouldn't mind these magic mapping. Or these reduced cost scrolls of identify. I'll grab those. Let's check the black market. Some okay ones here, but overpriced. Yeah, nothing for us really. Okay, let's yeah, calm down, phone. Let's try to get to Telmora. Yeah, we could probably take that ambush, but it just wouldn't be worth it relative to the number of potions of cure critical wounds we'd have to burn. I'd rather just burn some scrolls of teleportation that we mostly preserve anyways. Or at least frequently, maybe not mostly. Alright, as long as we're here, we may as well open the forest entrance, right? I don't intend to actually do forest right now. But let's just open the dungeon so we can recall to it later. Wow, bird ambush. Those are always scary because birds are fast. So this little mountain valley sometimes has some really dangerous ambushes, but we made it through. Cheap Fëanorian lamp. not awful, but our Lantern of Illumination is actually probably better right now. No cure critical. Check the black market. Oh, right, black market's not down there. It's way over here. Oh, right, That's the first one I checked. Glows red. Degreeless mode on? What does that mean? That's the first time I've ever seen that message. We do have some spare space in the inventory, so we can do some Garbo quests. Wow, we lost money from a thievery. He also, why isn't he dying much more easily? He has a different name from before. They buffed this guy. Wow, that's amazing. That's a good thing, I think. It's more interesting to fight now. Wow, I can't use my wands as a scrollmaster. I might be able to use scrolls. I think there is an exception for that. Why is my melee so awful? I guess it's because we're capped. Well, no, it's not the skilled. It's because the problem isn't our accuracy. It's our damage. Now, obviously, a lot of that's just because we have really awful damage. Because we have a +7 accuracy, only +1 melee longsword. Don't really want to fight a druid. I don't know if you can summon in the arena or not. I've never actually had him summon on me because I've always fought him when I can kind of insta-give him. But he can throw bolts of fire, which are kind of dangerous. At least when you have so little HP. So I think it's time to go back to the orc cave, most likely. Actually, no, we want to go to the Angband and do the Angband 6 quest. Hopefully it's not one of the invisible ones, but if it is, I think we can maybe still handle it. I have Iron Mode quests on, so we will not abandon the quest by leaving the level. It will still be there for us. Is it an Ego Lantern or not? We will find out. Another one of those single lantern stacks. So far, 2 of them. We've seen 4 in this game. Let's just identify it. Yeah, it is. So we've seen 4 single lantern stacks, and 3 of them have been Ego Lanterns. I'm telling you, it's legit. Otherwise, lanterns like to stack, spawn in stacks. Killed it before it messed up our potions. I arguably should have done that at range, just so that he wouldn't blow up a cure critical. I'll do, yeah, I'll kill this one with Wand of Light. It's pretty good against jellies, molds, and orcs. I wish we had trap detection, though. Should probably buy it, the staff, if I can't find the scroll soon. I really would prefer to get a stack of the scrolls, though, so we can use our Scrollmaster bonuses. Mahur, the orc captain. Okay, we can probably take that. Let's see if we can figure out where he is. Over that way, yeah. Don't really like how there's a green worm master here, too. And I don't really like that he's in the middle of tons of dudes. He's this one? No, he's that. Where is he? Oh, Captain. Oh, south. Oh, west one, not east one. Okay, so that's him. Okay. It grovels. Oh, fucking Smeagol's here. Maybe I should have kept a... Oh, we have a Lantern of Improvision. Like, on our person. That's wonderful. I wish we had more improvision than this, but hey, it's something. Please laughing. That's fine. If he wants to get out of our face, that's perfectly cool with me. Would zap a wand of light and fuck up some orcs with it. Now we're gonna have to back up soon. We cannot take this whole group, I don't think. In one go, that is. So we can keep closing the door to buy time, though, which is pretty funny. Maybe it's just because that Snotling was asleep, though, actually. Alright, let's start moving back. So Marher's nearly here. That's not good. Giant white louse. We don't want that shit happening. Not that there's much I can do about it right now. I just want to drag some of his fucking pals. Okay. Well, if they're not going to drag, then I have to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, it's a bad floor, man. We want to fight him somewhere else. Let's see how he is here. Because those insects were going off, and we don't have a stair with a choke point. Well, let's kill... Oh, that's not a Shrieker, that's spotted. We don't actually have to rush to kill that. There we go. Woke up some dudes. Made them mad. Softened them up. Which is obviously the most important part. And lit the hallway, which is, of course, handy. Oh, that's not great. And we're heavy. We're slowed by something heavy. Let's drop some Garbo. I really did not like the sound of that points at you and curses from out of line of sight or invisibility, perhaps it was. Just seems like potentially not good times. Cringes from the light. Okay, which one of these is Mahor? None of them yet. Okay. Oh, something's coming from the north. Glad I saw that door open. Didn't want to get cut off there. These are still none Mahor, right? Yeah. Let's go up and rest. Step back onto our stair again. Because the thing is, a single bad turn can really screw us up with fear and whatnot. It's just don't want to take too many stupid risks, you know? Just the right amount of stupid risks. Mahir still hasn't closed yet. Is that him? No, these are still just ordinary cave orcs. It does look like this positioning will sometimes drag aggro upstairs, so we need to be a little careful. That kobold did follow after all. Now let's be not slowed, please. That's funny, actually. The blue jelly is going to block the way for us for a bit. That's actually very nice of him. You definitely don't need scrolls of Summon Monster kicking around. Ooh, our starting wand actually got blown up. Alright, there he is. Let's use one more cure critical. Try to control that stairwell he made, perhaps. Although, the safer stair behind us is definitely better. Use a cure light wounds just to clear out this garbage. Identify the scroll. Now let's change our auto destroyer rules to get rid of average common Garbo. We no longer really are as much needing it for the sell value. If we do need it later, I will change the rule. Well, we also want to destroy average torches. Yeah, this stupid Warhammer is super heavy. We need to drop some stuff to not be taking a speed penalty. Scroll of Identifies probably we'll want to drop some off in the house. Let's switch back to our Lantern of Illumination too. That's actually not the worst, honestly. Alright, let's identify everything actually. This is all stuff I kind of want. Well, it's better than our old cloak for sure. We can temporarily drop... Yeah, we can just drop some more Garbo-y stuff. Let's eat the slime molds off the floor. Oops, got gorged temporarily. That's not good. We don't need this crap leather shield. This is a little heavy. Let's just destroy the shovel. No, we don't actually care about that. Light the room. Activate Whirlwind. Take the hall. Is that a... No, okay, fine. Just wanted to make sure that wasn't a druid. Not a novice druid, but a full druid. Because they can summon and do some annoying things, as I said earlier. We should probably be able to take this group without healing. Yeah, we might have to heal once. Let's, yeah, let's use one. It's kind of a pain. It's not clear we desperately needed to. Let's use a heal light wounds there too. Let's just use up a cure light wounds here. Fine, one more cure critical. 3 cure critical in that fight is not exactly where we want it to be, but it's not so bad. And we picked up a bunch of cure serious. Okay. Kill the creeping silver coins and recall to... Let's take the metallic potion though. Recall to town. Here we go. What's the potion? Slowness? Oh well. I could have ID'd it on the ground, but I didn't want to go back to town on that turn, get pulled up, and lose access to it. Okay, I'm gonna make another cut here.